Hi, in this video, let's take a look at how we can control the temperature. Again, this comes under the text generation. So when we are generating the text, and let's see how we can control the temperature and what exactly this temperature over here. This is very much important to know. So a temperature parameter in the under generate content config object, it helps us to control the randomness of creativity of the AI's output. Let's say if we set the temperature as zero point 0.1, which means that the model will produce responses that are like very less creative. And a lower temperature close to zero, the model more likely to choose the most next probable word and resulting in the output word, which is like more predictable. If in case if you decide to go with the higher temperature, which is like closer to 1 or 0, would lead to more diverse, surprising and potential responses. So what it means over here is that, so if you would like to have a generic responses and low quality one, you can keep the temperature as like 0. For example, let's say when you have to keep it as a 0, for example, you have a document of some 1,000 pages and you wanted the model to read the content in the document, and whenever you ask the question, it will be giving you the answers. So in this case you can keep the temperature as like zero point 0.1 or 0. So what happens with this one? So first of all, you can save lots of money when it comes to the billing part, and the second one, it just goes to the content in the doc, and it gives the output to you as per the content in the doc. Whereas if you go with like higher temperature 1 or 2, so what it does, it treats the data in the doc and it generates a kind of a data which is like more creative, and like something which makes you like understandable and more easiest one. So again, now you understand that if you just wanted like what it is written in doc, you just go with temperature is equal to zero point 0.1, or if you would like to like more understand more meaningful output, you can go with the temperature 1. So let's deep dive into our Colab and let's see how we can do this one. So what we are going to do over here, so temperature, changing temperature. So from Google, import GenAI from Google.Colab, import user data. And also we have to change this temperature. So we need this config from Google.GenAI, import config. Let's get our API key is equal to, if you're wondering like how come this dark theme has come, click on the settings, and if you choose like light, it will be like light, and if you choose dark, can dark, and it is like evening time for me here, so I prefer to have it in the dark mode to protect my eyes. User data dot get Google API key. Okay, we got our API key. So start the client. So client is equal to gen AI dot client API key is equal to API key, which is good, and start the prompt. So response is equal to client dot models dot generate content. Let's say our model again we are using Gemini 2. So by this time you might have got an idea that for text generations, it's the 2.5 flash is the best model. That's the reason I could have listed and I have shown you like the list of available models, but again I don't want to create an ambiguity around that. Anyways, we are going to cover those topics as well, so that you will get a chance for sure to see like which models is mostly used for what. So don't worry about now, just focus on like the content. And then here contents is equal to, so if we remember over here, I said like here we have used model because we are passing only one model here, and the contents, which means that we can pass like more than one. And how we can pass, by using an array like this, right? And so explain how AI works in few words. Okay, so you can pass also one more if you want to have question. So but for now let's have one question here. So next, our goal over here is that change the temperature, set the temperature to zero point 0.1. So types config is equal to, we have the types here. So I'm so sorry. I'm making more mistakes. I guess I need a coffee. So types dot generate content config. Okay, temperature is equal to 0.1. Now let's say print response dot text. Let's run this one, and you can see over here under the config we have this temperature. Okay, AI learns from data to recognize patterns. Okay, this is like good. So the same one, let's copy and let's paste it here. Let's keep the temperature as 1, and now let's see. I just modified from 0.2 to 1, and it gives like some little, because I have specifically said like few words. But if you remove this one and it will generate like lots of content for you, then you can understand like what's the difference between this one. So as of now, we have seen that under the generate content config, we have seen that how we can reduce the thinking budget under the config, and also we have seen that how we can have the system instructions, how we can control the system, and also we have seen that how we can control the temperature. And in the next video we are going to talk about the multimodal inputs. Thank you for watching this video.